Welcome to the channel. I am Anton. I am on the rock of the Judean desert. Well, actually I will share this journey without Jamaica to the fortress of Masada, towering 450 meters above the level of the Dead Sea. Its geographical position makes this place almost impregnable to enemies, and it was here that one of the most amazing chapters in the history of the Jewish people unfolded. Before taking the cable car, you can watch a 10-minute historical movie about Masada. Afterwards, we enjoy the beautiful desert scenery and see the snake path, which can also be used to climb up to the fortress. This way will cost twice cheaper. But 2 kilometers on a steep slope without railings and ladders and still in 40-degree heat will not be easy. That's why I choose the cable car. The construction of Masada began in 37 BC. King Herod the Great of Judea made the fortress impregnable by surrounding it with stone walls and fortifying the gates. Inside Masada were palaces, temples, and even pools for water supply. It was a real city in the mountains, and its architecture is still admired to this day. Shortly after Herod's death, Masada became the scene of conflict between Jewish rebels and Roman legionaries in 66 AD. After long tensions, the Jewish War began, in which Jewish rebels rose up against the Roman Empire. This rebellion led to the fall of Jerusalem and the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD. But even after this, Jewish rebels continued to resist Roman rule. It was at this point that Masada became the last stronghold of resistance. Its location, high above the Dead Sea, gave it an advantage in defense. The heart of Masada and its defense belonged to a hero named Elazar ben Yair. Elazar was the leader of the Jewish rebels at Masada, and his determination and bravery inspired everyone in the fortress. Elazar ben Yair urged his fellow citizens to fight to their last breath instead of falling into the hands of the Roman invaders. As the siege of Masada progressed, Elazar and his followers realized that the situation was becoming increasingly hopeless. It was at this part of Masada that Elazar ben Yair's heroism and determination became legendary, and his name will remain in history as a symbol of steadfastness. At this time, Roman General Flavius Silva led the siege of Masada. He was an experienced commander determined to complete the last act of the war. The Roman legionaries encircled Masada, cutting it off from the outside world. They used various engineering methods to get closer to the fortress. The siege of Masada became long and grueling. The Roman armies sought to overcome the defenses of the heroic Jewish rebels. Eventually, after months of siege, the Romans were able to penetrate the fortress. What they discovered, however, was quite surprising and horrific. Masada was the site of the tragic suicide of the Jewish defenders, who chose death over freedom and slavery to the Romans. The legend of the last day, the defenders of Masada, has come to symbolize their determination and sacrifice. The Jews who lived on the fortress knew that if caught they were destined to become slaves of the Romans. They decided to commit collective suicide rather than choose death over slavery. Masada is not just a stone fortress. It is a historical symbol of human endurance and determination in the struggle for freedom and loyalty to ideals. Dear friends, that's all I have. Subscribe to our channel, and if you liked the video, put likes and comments. Me and Jamaica will be very pleased to hear feedback from you. See you soon.